Good things happen on a Honda. Let them happen to you.
Do you like cheese? Got a winch for the Honda TRX350. And I want to show you something I did. I know people say disconnect it, because every time you go in reverse, you got to push that button and go back. Well, what I did is I made a little block of wood just to keep it out. And yeah, it's pressure treated. So now, if I want to take it out, I could just do that. Then I could just stick it back in there. And what that does is make it so you don't have to pull that to go in reverse every time. So when you go down first, neutral, you do it again, it's going to go right into reverse. And then as you lift up, it's just normal. People maybe make that 3D printed. I'm not sure. I thought that was a pretty good idea. And you can take it out if you want, just in case kids are riding it. You don't want them to be jammy and rammy. Let's get this winch hooked up. This is the same winch that Minnie has. I worked on this yesterday. That's the old winch right there. That is old school, huh? And while I took that out, I straightened this whole rack out. Bent the arms straight. Underneath here, they were pushed all the way back. Remember, this was hitting against here? Somebody was smashing and jamming. I think they were pushing stuff around. I mean, by the looks of this, someone knew how to at least fabricate and weld a little bit. So yeah, I got underneath there. Took the winch off. And it looks a lot better. Closer to factory, I would say. Definitely. Working on some stuff for Whitey. Needs a battery. Still has the Bulldog. That was Rat's trademark. This winch is smaller than that. I think it's longer, but it's definitely more compact. And definitely more powerful than that. Huh, they give gloves. Orcish. Wasn't there a website back in the 90s? Orcish or something? I like synthetic rope. Some people don't. I do. This winch impressed me on mini truck, I'll tell you that. Woo-wee. That's a big one, Minnie. For 3,500 pounds packed in this little tiny unit. Let's see if these are big enough. Oh, wow. I wear extra large, so very nice. Keep them in here. I had these from the chainsaw. I think we'll replace it with these. I don't think that's supposed to be that way. Kinda. Hopefully it's something that two-sided tape can fix. That's the wireless unit. And this doesn't look like it's too waterproof, does it, boys? Oh, it has a rubber seal. I stand corrected. That's why I'm a pack rat. That's better. There's the specs on it. 170 amps on a 3,500 pound. So this is not parasitic because it has a power wire that they want you to connect to the switch. That turns on the remote, but we're going to test it to make sure. So if you connect that directly to the battery, it's going to drain your battery. It'll be parasitic because it keeps that radio on all the time waiting for these remotes. We're going to use the old plate. These work great. Gotta get it pretty close, boys. That's why you wear your safety glasses, boys. Hope this works, because it's gonna be close. Wow. Holy cow. That is gonna be tight.
That's what he said.
By the time I draw that up, I don't know if I'm gonna have to space this. She's gonna be tight, boys. Now we gotta see how thick of a spacer we're gonna need. Looks pretty perfect. About 310 thousandths, 3/8. Maybe. Two of these plates. Probably sneak that in from that side. And they'll probably meet in the middle. Oh man. That would be perfect. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That'll work. Probably should put a plate under this entire thing. I don't have anything that thick. That's not hitting. I couldn't get it perfectly center because I didn't want it thrown out where the wheel's gonna hit or anything, you know, here, because you know when you're going through, stuff's gonna be hitting here, running stuff over. I mean, technically, you probably should weld something from here to here to stop anything that you run over. She's on, boys. Time to wire the control box. I can literally tie wrap that right there on that upper bar, so then it doesn't block the fan, that it's up high. That grate's still there, so you're still getting airflow through. Zip ties, not tie wraps. There, it's in there pretty good. Blue to the blue, yellow to the yellow. Old yeller. Run it over the top. There's no chance of anything getting caught in that, right? But I don't want to put it close to that just in case that gets jammed up and shorts out. Got my wire protector. Can't forget protection. Definitely a stainless steel cotter pin. You know how hard they are to bend. We're gonna have to wind it all in anyway, but I always like having it somewhere accessible. If you do have to, for whatever reason, especially if you're underwater, you want that accessible. Run my little fiberglass pulse stick through. Make sure it's following the wires. Not going to touch the fan. Hopefully, it'll pull these through. Got it taped on. Let's see how big of a hole there is to pull through, because kind of big diameter.
That's what she said.
I got it right to here. Oh, baby. Yes, sirree, Bobbert. Not too sure if it's going to make that battery. Perfect. Put it up here on the left, just in case we do it for the plow.
What are you getting into today?
I'm trying to get a winch hooked up on this. I've been waiting for a battery for that. That's what was supposed to come yesterday.
And I don't think I have it today either.
No, I think it's on there. That's my favorite Amazon driver. I got them pulled up, plugged in, zip tied back there so it doesn't catch anything. Plenty of room. I gotta get this all tucked away. Good a spot as any to have extra wire. Find some power for this. I guess I should have probably tested this if something was wrong. Let's do that. Oh man, so close. Just not gonna make it. Got a new battery for Whitey. Oh. Scared me for a second. Perfect. We'll finish wiring it up. There is no circuit breaker. Wish there was. And I used all mine. I guess I have to order some. It's amazing, like every screw that I've taken off has come out and not broke. I always wondered if this accessory wire here came on with the power. Might be somewhere good to tap off. Let's check it. Yep. So that'd be a good spot. I'll tap off of here. Strip that back a little bit and put a T-splice, and then we'll solder it up. Let it flow. That'll do her. Put a little tape and we're good. Maybe I should try it first. That's 25. About 32 feet. Hear that click. Got some good gear reduction there. I always like rewinding it with a little bit of pressure. Wonder if it killed the battery. Well, it should be running really, realistically. That's it. I was getting low. There she is, boys. Done. Ah, then put the seat. That's it, boys.
Blue, you're my boy!
Can put the cheese in your bum.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.